My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, my name is Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today I'm excited. We are doing this Filipino chicken adobo that is just out of this world delicious. And this whole meal today was inspired by a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Pinky, and her channel is Filipino Wife Abroad. She has just been recently married and cooking quite a few of my dishes for her husband. So this one is just for her and all of you too, because you will love this. And I'm pairing it with this Turley Zin that is just out of this world. Let's get started. We're here with doing chicken thighs. I think chicken thighs just go perfect with this. And important, when you get your chicken thighs, most of them will come like this. They're way too much of the skin. So you definitely want to remove all this excess skin that's hanging off the chicken thigh. I find using my trusty kitchen shears to help out for that, and it goes really, really, really fast. And now look at all the fat I got off of just one. And you just want to leave enough right there so you can sear it up and make it nice and brown, the skin. So let's get work on the sauce. Before we start throwing in our marinade, this Filipino chicken adobo just has the perfect balance of like tartness from the vinegar and saltiness from the soy sauce and sweetness. It's just like the perfect balance. Not like an American barbecue, which is overly sweet, I think. So you will fall in love with this. I have. So let's just start with the vinegar. Right now, I am using I'm going to pour it on in. It is a coconut vinegar. Yes, it's a little harder to find in stores. I will agree with you here in the States. But don't go out and have to find it. You could order it online. I found it at my local Sprouts. But another great option is apple cider vinegar. So I think white vinegar is a little too strong because the coconut vinegar is it's not sweet by any means. It's still vinegar, but it's not as strong as rice wine vinegar or white vinegar or all those. So on that, then we're going to dump in some soy sauce. Some soy sauce is going right on in. Now I put a light soy sauce. That is up to you, what you want to do. And some bay leaves and some garlic. That is it for our marinade. You want to let that marinade for probably about a good hour. I'd rather see it marinate for 4 hours. So let's just toss this around. Our chicken is finished marinating. Now let's put the rest of the ingredients in this sauce because we are going to use this actually. So let's add some garlic right in. I just love this garlicky. Yes, we marinated in garlic and now we're putting more garlic in. And to add just the perfect balance, some brown sugar is going in there. And I'm using black peppercorns. Now, this is your option. I love using them whole, and it gives this nice little bite at the end, and it softens out, so you're not crunching down on them, but it does have a nice little tiny spicy bite. Now, this is the only option that might be difficult to find here in the States. I can find it easily. It's called Anato Powder. If you're not familiar with it, it is an Asian spice, usually for coloring, a natural food coloring, but it has a slight little peppery, tiny bit of fruit flavor. It's great, but I have an option for you. If you have a hard time finding Anato powder, just use a combination of paprika, sweet paprika, and cumin, half and half there. And all my exact measurements are right down below. So let's stir this around. So you see what the Anato powder is doing with the color of everything right now, giving it that beautiful amberish, golden. It's lovely, as you can see here. So let's get frying up our chicken. Now we have our chicken here. You have canola oil in the pan here. You could use canola oil, olive oil, whatever you'd like. Skin side down on a medium-high heat. As you could hear that, we are going to sear this chicken up. And do not touch the chicken once it hits the pan. You want nice brown marks on that side of the chicken. Now, I will tell you though, this will cook in this barbecue-ish type sauce and get nice and thick and delicious. So the skin will not stay crispy, but we're browning it up just to give flavor to it. That's if you like to eat the skin or not. If not, you could easily pull it off because there's so much flavor going through the meat. So we'll just let that brown up. It'll probably take about 4 minutes on that side to brown up, and then we'll flip it over. Let's flip these over. Nice browned skin. If you like to eat the skin, that is always an option. Okay, now we're going to be adding our sauce that they marinated in. So our marinated sauce that we added all of our goodies to, the annatto, the black pepper, the garlic, all that is going right on in. So pour that all in. Make sure you get all that in there. Obviously the temperature is going to come down. As you see, I'm pushing down my bay leaves. Now, what we want to do now is I have water, and you want to pour enough water in to almost get to the top of the chicken, as you see I have right here. So all the exact measurements are right down below in the description center. That's also why I like using a pan that is a little tight with them. I have about 1.5 cups of water that I poured in. Now, we want to I just cranked that up to a high. I want to bring that up to a pretty heavy simmer, crank it back down to a medium high, and let that simmer for 15 minutes on that side, skin side up. Then we're going to flip it over. It's going to simmer for about another 15 minutes, and I'll show you. And all of a sudden, the sauce will reduce and thicken and come like this thick, rich, delicious gravy that is amazing. So we'll let that go, and I'll bring you back so you can see what the simmering looks like. It's been 15 minutes. Let's flip these over onto their other side now. And you can see the liquid has reduced a little, but it will reduce really fast. It'll go from a lot to a little super fast and thicken up. So you got to keep an eye on it. It will take another 10 to 15 minutes for the sauce to thicken up. And the reason why I like using these chicken thighs is that the natural fat from the chicken thighs will render out into the sauce and just give it this thick, creamy type sauce. So I really like using the chicken thighs for this. So I'm going to bring you back to show you exactly where you need to cut it off. If it's gone for 30 minutes and you still have a lot of liquid in it, what you can do is remove the chicken, turn it up on high, and reduce it to a barbecue type style sauce, a thicker sauce. But it should thicken up within 25 to 30 minutes. Now we'll let that go between another 10 and 15. Well, our chicken finishing up there, let's talk about the wine. I love Turley. It's one of my favorites. Their Zinfandels are just amazing. And this is their old vine Zinfandel. Oh, wow. You have notes of like black cherry with exotic spices. Let me take a sip. Wow. I'm getting blueberry, boysenberry with black cherry, with a little bit of cinnamon stick. This is amazing. All those fruits will just pair wonderful with that sauce. This chicken adobo sauce, you are gonna love this combination. And Turley is just an amazing vineyard in Paso. It's definitely award-winning vineyard, written up all the time by Wine Spectator. You should give it a try. Now, I wanted to bring you back at this stage because you gotta be very careful. As you can see, we're like a minute away, and we're at like right at the 28-minute mark. So I like to flip them back over. Now look how dark they got. And look at the sauce. Take a look at this. Come in over here on this side. See how thick and rich this is? Look at that. So at this point in time, you want to back down your burner and be very careful because this seizes up really, really fast, as you can see right now. Now look at this Filipino chicken adobo. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, hold on. Where's the spoon? Here it is. I just gotta show you this sauce. Look at this thick, rich sauce. Take a look at that, right? With those whole peppercorns. Oh yes, I'm ready to dive in to this immediately. Serve it with your favorite rice, or if you're not a rice person, with a vegetable. So I'm gonna plate up. Before I dive into this Filipino chicken adobo, I would first like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like and share and ring that bell because I have a new recipe every Tuesday, but I can't wait any longer. I am digging into this one. Oh my gosh. But I hate to tell you, this went through my test kitchen quite a few times. And I know what this tastes like. Let me get some peppercorns on there. My goodness. That is amazing. Pinky, I hope you like it. Thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff, and we'll see you next week.